Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The race to succeed Boris Johnson as Mayor of London has descended into bitterness and name-calling, while the Conservative candidate, Zac Goldsmith, has accused Labour's Sadiq Khan of providing cover for extremists. Labour supporters hit back with claims of racism. At the same time, the two men are meeting right now in a head-to-head debate. Organised by City AM in central London, our political correspondent Michael Crews there. Mike,
Well, John, on May the 5th, there's going to be a whole slew of elections around the United Kingdom, in Scotland, Wales, local councils, police commissioners, a mayor in Bristol. But the headline contest, which we'll all be talking about over the subsequent weekend, is here in London, essentially between Goldsmith and Khan. Whoever wins this will provide a huge boost to their parties politically during what have been difficult times in recent weeks for both Labour and the Conservatives. The man who wins will have the biggest personal vote of anybody in British politics, but also will be the face of London around the world. The winner controls a £16 billion budget and has responsibility for housing, planning, policing and transport in one of the largest and most diverse cities in the world. But the battle to become London Mayor has become increasingly divisive as the front-runners Zac Goldsmith and Sadiq Khan fight to secure the support of London's many communities. The Goldsmith camp has called Khan extreme and accused him of associating with, quote, those who seek to do our police and capital harm.
A victory for Sadiq Khan, who has shared platforms, to put it at its mildest, with some pretty dodgy people, with some pretty repellent views.
But Khan has attacked Conservative letters and leaflets targeted to the Hindu and Sikh communities, which suggest, among other things, that jewellery would be taxed if Khan became mayor.
Some of the leaflets that have been put out, some of the language used, it's certainly what people call a dog whistle. That's alluding to people in ways that are divisive along racial lines, and I think that's really quite depressing, actually. I think what this campaign needs is something positive. We need to see a bold vision from the candidates about the future of London that brings people together.
Well, you see, on the one hand, you've had this very inept and frankly insensitive leafleting from Zac's campaign, which frankly we do not go in for at all, targeting certain groups. On the other hand, you've got Sadiq, who basically really has got major questions to answer about some of the people he shared platforms with. But I think therefore there is this sort of, in a way, this kind of division. But for us, it's about going to all Londoners.
Hello, I just give you one of those. I'm running for Mayor of London.
The Lib Dem Caroline Pidgeon has been around London local government for almost 20 years.
I'm afraid their campaigning has resorted to bickering that I've seen better behaviour at my son's nursery, quite frankly. I'm about talking about the issues. Let them bicker away. Londoners want to know, what are you going to do about housing? How are you going to make my fares cheaper in the morning? What are you going to do at things like the childcare issues we have in London? That's what I'm talking about, and that's what's going down so well with Londoners.
The prize, though, isn't just London, but a major place in national politics. Well, both Goldsmith and Khan tonight were, of course, keen to stress their differences. Goldsmith believes that London would be better off if Britain left the European Union. Khan wants to stay within the European Union. Sadiq Khan wants to freeze bus and tube fares for 4 years, whereas Zac Goldsmith promises not to put up the council tax. But in many areas, their policies are pretty similar. The need to build more affordable homes, the need to extend transport links to enable those houses to be built. And perhaps because of those similarities, the really dramatic moment came when the debate got again personal and nasty.
Your letter to The Guardian in the wake of 7/7 blaming terrorism on British government policy. Your choice to defend your choice to defend one of the self-confessed 9/11 terrorists, your choice to take on the British government to overturn a ban against the hate preacher Louis Farrakhan, your step-by-step legal guide on how to sue the Metropolitan Police that you now want to lead, your decision to share a platform with an extremist who called for Jews to be drowned in the ocean and who threatened fire throughout the world, and then to dismiss that preacher's words as mere flowery language. These are just some of the things that you chose to do. These are facts, not smears.
I'm the person who had a fatwa put out against me because I had the audacity to do what I've been doing all my life, fighting inequality and injustice, by voting for same-sex marriage. I've been fighting extremism all my adult life. There must be a reason why I was the minister going to weekly security meetings chaired by the Home Secretary in government. There must be a reason why one of us is a Privy Councillor, has confidence in being briefed in Privy Councillor terms, and not the other. Look, the point is this, Christian. There is a very good reason why Zach is spending all his time talking about me and issues that are both negative and divisive, because this man has no vision.
Well, there are in total 12 people standing for London Mayor on May the 5th. Here is a list of all the candidates and their party affiliations and descriptions.
Thanks, Michael.
I've been getting away with it